So recently I played through the demo for Alone in the Dark 2023. I know I'm super late to playing this demo as I believe it was released at the end of May and I played it in mid-July, but as I've played it I thought I should still give my thoughts on it, as even though the demo was quite short I did enjoy what I played. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the demo I played was called Grace in the Dark, which is a prologue to the upcoming game Alone in the Dark, which is a remake of a 1992 game of the exact same name, which I've actually never played, but I do plan on playing through some of it before the remake comes out, so I kind of know what I'm going to be getting myself into, and maybe I would do a video on me playing through the original. So if you want to see that, why not subscribe with the bell turned on so you'll be notified when that video is up. So on to the actual demo itself. Like I mentioned in the beginning, the demo is very short, as for me it clocked in at around 10 minutes, which for a demo for a game isn't awful, and considering we don't get many demos for games anyway, it was nice to get one. But comparing it to the previous demo I played, which was the Final Fantasy 16 one, it was quite a contrast going from that one, which was, I want to say, around 2 to 3 hours long, to this one, which was only 10 minutes. I would say if you wanted a good comparison between demos, I would say the Resident Evil 4 one is probably the closest, but unlike the Resident Evil 4 demo, there isn't any combat, and the only comparable bit is probably the beginning section when you're going up to the house. So I'd say that is the best comparison I can make for the demo. So in the actual demo itself, you play as a young girl named Grace, hence the demo being called Grace in the Dark, and your main goal is pretty much to just deliver a letter to, I guess, the butler's office or the clerk's office, and to do so you need to make your way through the mansion of Desetto. For me personally, the demo wasn't that scary, and as the main Alone in the Dark is supposed to be a sort of a horror game, I'm hoping it will get a bit scarier. But from playing through the demo, it wasn't too scary. The only things you could consider jump scares, I guess, is a couple of doors closing, a crow, and a little bit later in the demo when the whole house switches to nighttime, I think. Maybe it was a blackout and kind of the environment changes as well. There's a lot more foliage. And also, there's a few more jump scares with some of, I guess, the inhabitants of the mansion, I guess, and like the weird sort of bayou-y thing at the bottom of the mansion. But I'm not sure if that was real or in Grace's head or what, but those are the only bits you could consider jump scares or scary parts. So as this was the prologue to the game, I assume we will be playing for it again when the full game releases in October, and I'm actually looking forward to see what happens after Grace gets, I guess, attacked or killed by the weird monster thing. Maybe it's the cutscene that plays once you finish the demo, and it's where you see Emily Hartwood and Detective Carnby arriving to Desetto in a car. From a narrative point, that would make sense, as obviously at the end of the demo, assumingly the letter gets sent. So I guess that cutscene would actually be a good way to open the main game proper. And also I just want to say, getting Jodie Comer and David Harbour to actually voice characters in the game is going to be amazing. And we know that the game will have 2 campaigns, I guess, one where you play as Emily, one where you play as Edward, and I'm pretty sure in a recent interview the game developers said that each campaign is about 6 to 10 hours each, and to get the full story you'll need to play through the game at least twice. So I would definitely be doing that when the full game releases. So to summarise my thoughts on the demo, I think it was a perfect prologue to the game, but I just wished it had been a little bit scarier, to kind of sow more of the survival horror seeds. Besides from that, I really enjoyed it, and I am very much looking forward to play the full game when it releases in October. I believe it is the 25th of October the game releases, so I will definitely be checking the game out. So if you want to come back to my channel then, you will get a first look of me playing through the game. But that's all I have for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, please check out some of my other videos, and yeah, I will see you next time.